welcome. We're live here at the Gopher Classic in Minnetonka, Minnesota. There's one out. Matt Bryant grounded out on a 4-3 to second base. That one's popped up and fouled away, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Matt Bryant grounded out on a 1 ball, 1 strike count. On a 1-1 count, he'd ground out to the second baseman, and that puts 1 out on the board, and now it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to the batter, Chayton Sen. So that's the only thing you miss is the first batter of the game. And apologize for that, as we had a unique setup situation and had to do our best to get on time here. 1 ball and 2 strikes now here to Chayton Sen. Chayton Sen, of course, hit that grand slam against Moorhead. It's his first home run ever in his career, and when your first home run is a grand slam, that's something that earns you bragging rights. There's no doubt about it. 2 balls and 2 strikes now here to Chayton Sen. Easton Rarick is on deck. He'll be batters 2 and 3, Sen and Rarick. See that pitch come in low for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here in Minnetonka, partly cloudy sky, high of 81. We should stay in the low 80s throughout the duration of this game. Maybe see like 79, 78. That'll be a walk to Chayton Sen, so a runner on base, and that'll bring up Easton Rarick. Easton Rarick with a couple of home runs this year. Matter of fact, he had both of them in that game against Moorhead. He had a grand slam to left field and a solo shot to right field. Game, not the Stars, even though they hit 3 home runs, 2 of them being grand slams, they would still fall a little bit short by the final score, 20-17. Pitch comes across as a ball here to Easton Rarick. I'm going to do my best to keep some of our equipment out of the sun here. Might have to invest in something other than a black table. Up to second, and did he come down in time? I think he did, but he did not get the runner. No, both runners are safe. Both runners are safe. And now the Thunder Bay coach is going to come talk to the official. The runner at first is absolutely safe. It's the runner on second that I believe the coach is going to dispute the safe call on. Chayton Sen on his way to second, and it was Porter Jorgensen, the shortstop. He went up in the air to catch him. When he came down, I think his foot may have missed the bag, and that's why the referee called safe. The referee was staring right at the second base bag. He had the best view of anybody other than Chayton Sen, so it's going to go into the books as an infield hit for Easton Rarick. Puts 2 runners on base and brings up Caden Graff. We'll go through the Thunder Bay lineup here in just a moment. I want to say thanks to one of their coaches for helping me out with some name pronunciations. On the mound here is Liam Wilmore, and then behind the plate catching is Nolan Height. And an interesting thing about Nolan Height, even though his last name would suggest he's tall, he's actually the shortest person on the team. That one's fouled off for a strike 2. And then around the bases, you got Zach Jordan at first, Damon Oinkin at second, Porter Jorgensen, the shortstop, Nolan DeSando at third. Outfield here after the 0-2 pitch to Caden Graff. Once again, there's 1 out, and that'll miss for a ball, and it's 1-2 to Caden Graff. Mike Danchuk in left field, Jackson Dubinsky let's try that again. Mike Danchuk in left field, Jackson Dubinsky in right field, and Alex Gochea is in center field. And once again, I want to say thanks to one of the Thunder Bay coaches for helping me out with some of those names. Most of them are fairly simple, but there were a couple tricky ones there, and hopefully for the Thunder Bay fans watching, I got those names pronounced correctly for you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now Caden Graff fires this one up to right field, and it is going to be caught there by Dubinsky. No, it will not. He'll drop the ball, and that will load the bases. That'll be an error charge to the right fielder. And now the bases are loaded here for the post 400 Stars. So that'll clear the count here for Hayden Crescent as Caden Graff will reach on an error on the right fielder. Hayden Crescent, an equal opportunity outfield hitter, as I like to say. Liam Wilmore out 15 pitches, 7 balls and 8 strikes. We're 7 minutes into the ball game now as they look to potentially put a new ball into play here, as the official didn't like how that ball spun on the pitch. If you're tuning in looking for the West Fargo versus Mount West, I forget the rest of their name, that game was actually canceled because West Fargo's opponent stepped out of the tournament. So West Fargo loses a game and everybody in West Fargo's pool loses a game. So they will have a 7 o'clock game, and Eric Tiansen will have the play-by-play on that 7 o'clock game for the West Fargo Patriots. So if you weren't already aware of that, the West Fargo game at 4:30 was canceled because their opponent backed out of the tournament. 0-2 after that fouled away pitch here to the batter, Hayden Crescent. On deck is Colby Hansen. The bases are loaded. Chayton Sen on third, Easton Rarick on second, Caden Graff on first. And the pitch. And he'll foul it off, and it'll remain 0-2. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error. 1 walk. Runner on third reached via a hit. Runner on second reached via a walk. The runner on first reached via an error. And that pitch is low for a ball, and it's 1-2 here to Hayden Crescent. Once again, we're at 82 degrees under a partly cloudy sky, and the clouds are just in the right spot to prevent myself from getting a sunburn. I'm pretty pumped up about that one. And that one fouled off down the first baseline, so he'll get another crack at the 1-2 count. On deck is Colby Hansen. Wilmore now at 20 pitches. 12 of them have found the strike zone. This setup here off the third base line kind of reminds me of our trip down to Kansas towards the start of the season last year. And that one's hit well to left field, but not well enough. It should be a catch. And and he dropped it. And the runs are going to score. The throw will come into the shortstop, and it'll be another error. So Hayden Crescent reaches on an error on the left fielder, which scores a run. Brings in Chayton Sen from third, Easton Rarick from second to third, Caden Graff from first to second, and now Hayden Crescent is on first. That brings up Colby Hansen now. That pitch is just at the strike zone, at the lower basement of the strike zone. That's 0-1. Once again, Easton Rarick on third, Caden Graff on second, Hayden Crescent on first, Colby Hansen will bat that one foul. And I think we actually have a courtesy runner on first. I didn't see who snuck in. Nick Hasbargen is the runner on first, courtesy for Crescent. No balls, 2 strikes. Only 1 out, and that one's hit up foul territory, first base side, and he'll watch it go out of play. Zach Jordan, the first baseman for Thunder Bay. It's the first of 5 games for the Stars in pool play. They'll have 2 today, 1 tomorrow, and 2 on the day after that. Strike, fouled away, pitch and a ball. 1-1 or 1-2 the count with 1 away and the pitch. That one's fouled away and it'll remain 1-2. Fouled away off to the right side of the batter's box into field letter A, which is directly adjacent to the first base dugout. Third base dugout, just kitty corner from the first base dugout of the other field. And this one is a line drive right over to first base, and all the runners get back in time, and a nice catch there by Zach Jordan. Thought for a moment he's maybe would sneak it over his head into right field there, but all the runners will stay put, and now there's 2 outs, and coming up to the plate is Eli Mock. 11 minutes into the game now. Eli Mock will face pitch number 27 here from Liam Wilmore. And that pitch will come in low for a strike. It was another low strike here for Eli Mock. 2 away, 0-1 the count. 11 minutes into the ball game here as Wilmore gets set on the mound and delivers the pitch. That one's fouled off, and that's off to the first base side into the play park. And good for a strike, and it's 0-2. Most of the strikes that are credited to Wilmore right now are fouled away pitches. I'd say at least 10 of the 19 are fouled away. This one hit hard and just barely missed Hasbargen running from first to second, and now that'll be an infield hit. And another run will score, and it's 2-0 in favor of the Stars as Easton Rarick comes in from third on the hit/error. We'll go ahead and be nice, and we'll give him a hit. Caden Graff up to third, Nick Hasbargen up to second. Eli Mock on first. Now this is Oliver Locke. 2-0 lead here for the Stars. Wilmore will set on the mound, get the signal, wind and deliver, and sends it up high, ball 1. When we get the opportunity, we'll take a look at the full schedule for the Stars and Patriots. That one hit in the center field, and that is going to be caught. The center fielder will not make an error, and they will strand 3 on base. And that will do it for the top of the first inning here as the Stars get 2 across on 2 hits, 2 errors, and they leave 3 on base. Do it for Thunder Bay. Zach Jordan, Damon Oinken, and Porter Jorgensen will be the first 3 batters. Carson Barta will be on the mound warming up when we return from the break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, that's Carson Barta warming up on the mound there for the Post 400 Stars, and he'll face off against Zach Jordan to take care of business here in the bottom half of the first. 13 minutes for the bottom half of the first inning here. This is the home field for the American Legion, let me reset that. Not American Legion, but Central Plains Regional runner-up Hopkins Flyers, a team that the Stars defeated 1-0 in the opening game of the Central Plains Regional Tournament, sending the Flyers to the losers bracket. The Flyers would battle their way back to the championship game, and they would fall short in that one, thanks in part to a couple of great plays by shortstop Easton Rarick and a grand slam by Andy Mock to left field. That you could say sealed it. It didn't officially seal it, but Hopkins, the Stars and Hopkins will be playing right after the Stars and Thunder Bay here, and we'll see how Hopkins responds with the with those 2 games in recent memory. Should be an interesting one. Here's the first pitch from Carson Barta. And it comes across for, I missed it, and they haven't put it up on the scoreboard yet. And there's a ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike officially. That one's hit well to center field. Oliver Luck charging in, and he misses it. And that'll be a base hit for Zach Jordan. And that'll bring up Damon Oinkin. And I just now noticed that they actually have their last names on the back of the shirts. That's pretty cool. I like that. If I didn't have a lineup, I could probably still give a decent call for Thunder Bay. So, but I'm thankful that I do have a lineup. Those are always handy. Defensive lineup for the Stars. We'll go through it here in just a moment. We already know that Carson Bard is on the mound. Hayden Cresson behind the plate catching. We'll zoom out just a little bit more so you can see all 3 bases. That pitch is a little bit low for a ball, and it's 1-0 to Oinkin. Jackson Beiswinger at first, Colby Hansen at second, Easton Rarick the shortstop, Eli Mock at third. 1 ball, no strike here to Oinkin. 2 balls and no strikes to Oinkin. In the outfield, Caden Graff in left, Chayton Sen in right, Oliver Luck in center. And that's how the Stars set up defensively here against Thunder Bay as they try the pickoff attempt on Zach Jordan, who's the runner on first for the Lakers. Thunder Bay Lakers is what they call themselves. Swing and a miss for a strike. Another pickoff attempt there on Jordan at first. No success that time around. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and now even up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls and a pair of strikes. 5 pitches for Barta, 2 balls, 3 strikes altogether. 4 of those 5 coming against Damon Oinkin. And he'll foul that one off. Got a piece of it. It'll remain 2-2. See a handful of Post 400 fans here. I don't see any. I take that well. No, that guy's wearing a Hopkins hat. I'm not sure where the fans for the Thunder Bay are sitting at here, but if they're not here, hopefully they got the text or the tweet or the email or whatever the coach sent out when he asked me for the watch link. So there's a strikeout. It's a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Carson Barta. And that'll put 1 out on the board. Bring up the next batter here, Porter Jorgensen, the shortstop. Once again, the runner on first for Thunder Bay is Zach Jordan. Got there with a single to center field. The scoreboard in the outfield has 2 errors for Fargo Post 400. I have no idea where those 2 errors came from. According to my stats, they have 0 errors right now. Porter Jorgensen, once again. No balls and a strike. Pickoff attempt on Jordan once again is unsuccessful. We're 20 minutes into the ball game now. It's a 2-0 lead for Post 400 here in the bottom of the first. 8-run rule after 5 applies here in the Gopher Classic. Now one, a little bit outside. Ball number 1, 1-1. Got 1s across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. That's Zach Jordan on first. Barta will lean in, get the signal, take a quick glance at Jordan on first. He'll set, and he'll deliver. And it's a ball. And it's 2-1 to Jorgensen. Now Crescent will walk up and share some words of wisdom there with Carson Barta. He's 10 pitches in, 4 balls and 6 strikes up to this point here, according to my numbers unofficially. Once again, Jorgensen, batter 3 in the lineup. We'll move to the middle of the batting order here after Jorgensen, assuming no double plays occur. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The middle of the order is Liam Wilmore, Alex Gochea, and Nolan Height. And then the bottom of the order is Jackson Dubinsky, Nolan DeSando, and Mike Danchuk. That's how the batting lineup sits for Thunder Bay Lakers. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. That one's hit up towards right field. Or left field, excuse me, and he'll make the catch. And that's out number 2. So fly out for Jorgensen brings up Liam Wilmore, the pitcher. No DH for the Lakers. They're batting a straight 9. There is a DH for the Stars into the lineup. Liam Wilmore, the pitcher, 2 away, and we'll reset the count here for Wilmore, 0-0. Talking to the one of the coaches of the Lakers right before we went on air, told me that their team's mostly made up of 15-year-olds, and to try to not beat up on us is so bad. I said, well, we'll see how it goes. Right field, nice catch on the run there by Chayton Sen. Couldn't see it behind the post there, but he did make the catch, and that will retire the Lakers here in the bottom of the first. They leave 1 on base. They get no runs on 1 hit, no stars errors, and they leave 1 on base. There we go. And we'll take a break and be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new, fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate-controlled hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full-swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more. All right, there's maybe a little bit too close-up look of Liam Wilmore as he continues to take a couple more tosses here. He'll face Jackson Byswinger, Matt Bryant, and Chayton Sen. Batters 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup for the Stars here in the top of the second. And when Jackson Byswinger steps up to the plate, he'll toss pitch 32 on 31 pitches, 10 balls and 21 strikes for 25 minutes into the ball game now here. At least I think it's still him. Taking more warm-ups than normal. No, we actually have a new pitcher on the mound here for Thunder Bay. It's number 19. That's Damon Oinkin. So those stats I gave you for Liam were 1 inning, one pitch stats. Damon Oinkin taking a look at the radar gun here. On his warm-up pitches, they were between 78 and 83 miles an hour. So that means we have a new second baseman. I'll try and catch a jersey number and let you know who that is here momentarily. Back up the camera so we can actually get the play in here. 1 ball and no strike. And that one's a chopper down the third base line. It's going to be picked up there by DeSando, and he'll fire it over into the glove of Jordan for the 5-3 ground out. And 1 pitch, 1 out. Good efficiency there for Damon Oinkin. And that'll bring up Matt Bryant as we return to the top of the order here for the Stars. So 1 away for the Stars. Still trying to figure out who that second baseman is for Thunder Bay. That pitch comes in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Matt Bryant, he grounded out to the second baseman who at the time was Damon Oinkin. Now he faces him as a pitcher last time he was at the plate. And this one, he goes right to Oinkin again. This is going to be back-to-back groundouts to Oinkin. 1 to second, 1 to pitcher. And instead of a 4-3 groundout, it's a 1-3 groundout this time. Both of them at the hands of Oinkin. That brings up Chayton Sen. The new second baseman is number 6, Jack Weiss. So 2 up, 2 down, a fouled away pitch down the third baseline for strike 1 for Chayton Sen. He's 0 for 0. He reached base on a walk last time he was at the plate. And that pitch is low for a ball. 1-0. Once again, 2 away, no runners on. It's a 1-2 inning so far here for Thunder Bay. Wind up in the delivery to Sen. He'll swing and miss, and that's good for strike 2, excuse me. One ball and 2 strikes. Now it's high. Sen able to hold back his swing, and now even up the count at 2-2. 2-0 lead on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. 2-2 count and 2 away. Nobody on base here for the Stars in a 2-0 ball game. And the pitch. Swing, and he did not make contact on that, and that'll be a Buffalo Wild Wings strikeout for Damon Oinkin, and that takes care of the Stars here in the top half of the second. No runs and no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We'll take a break, and the Lakers will exchange their gloves for the bats. Come out swinging right after this here on Magnitude Sports.
Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fire Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, 2-0 in favor of the Stars as we move to the home half of the second inning here. At the first game for the Stars in the Gopher Classic Baseball Tournament. So far, so good. 2-0 lead for Post 400. It's also I believe it's the first game for the Lakers. I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention to the schedule to see if they played earlier or not. And that pitch comes in for a strike. Gochea, Alex Gochea is the batter. Carson Barta getting ready to deliver pitch 15. And that's a little bit high for a ball. And on 15 pitches, 5 balls and 10 strikes. On deck is Nolan Height. 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the delivery, and that's chopped right back up towards Colby Hansen. He'll fire it over into the glove of by-swinger for the out, and that's out number 1 on a 4-3 ground out for Gochoe, and they'll bring up Nolan Height. That puts Jackson Dubinsky on deck. Actually, no, they're going to have a different, it's going to be Weiss. I forgot about the defensive changes, which also changed the lineup, so it's going to be Weiss on deck. 1 out, nobody on, and the pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. That pitch will also just miss for a ball. Had the right elevation, but a little bit to the outside on that pitch there from Carson Barta. And that one's in for a strike. Nicely delivered pitch there by Barta. Once again around the bases, by-swinger at first, Hansen at second. Rick at shortstop, Eli Mock at third, and Hayden Cresson catching. That one's hit high to left field. And right behind the utility box, making the catch is Caden Graff. That's 2 away now, and the fly out by Height brings up Weiss. Jack Weiss is his name. He'll take over for Jackson Dubinsky in the number 7 spot. And the first pitch to Weiss is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one comes off the handle of the bat. Barta will pick it up on 1 bounce, and over to by-swinger to end it. Still 2-0 after 2 complete here at the Gopher Classic Baseball Tournament. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
All right, 2 complete. We head to the top of the 3rd. It'll be Easton Rarick, Caden Graff, and Hayden Cresson. Batters 3, 4, and 5 for the Stars. Damian Oinkin took care of the Stars on 8 pitches in the top of the 2nd. And now he moves into his 2nd inning of pitching here on 8 pitches, 2 balls, and 6 strikes. We're 35 minutes into the ball game. Once again, around the bases here for the Thunder Bay Lakers. Zach Jordan at first, Jack Weiss at second, Porter Jorgensen the shortstop, Nolan DeCendo at third, Nolan Height behind the plate catching. That one's popped up, and it looks like DeCendo is there potentially for the catch, and he does make the catch. And that's 1 out. In the outfield is Mike Denchak. In left field, Alex Gochoe Gochoe in center, and Jackson Dubinsky in right field. Here's the pitch to Caden Graff, and it's in for a strike. It's 0-1. One away on the pop out to third. Hayden Cresson moves into the on-deck circle, and Oinkin with pitch number 10 of the day, and that bounces off the dirt for a ball 1. That pitch will miss outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike now. Here to Caden Graff. Once again, Hayden Cresson on deck. Potentially see Kobe Hansen descending as well, if we can get that far into the lineup with 1 away. That pitch will miss for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike to Caden Graff. Strike followed by a trio of balls. And pitch number 5 of the at-bat. And that one's going to be popped up, and that one's going towards third again. DeSando makes the second out of the inning. So Nolan DeSando responsible for outs 1 and 2 for the Stars. And the Stars are 5 up and 5 down ever since Damon Oinkin came onto the mound to pitch for Thunder Bay. We'll see if Hayden Cresson can change that. Takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1 to count here to Hayden Cresson. He reached base on an error, flied out to left field, and Mike Danchuk got underneath it and then dropped the ball. There was a charged error. And a second strike is delivered to Cresson. Damon Oinkin looking to go 6 for 6. Oh, and he went upstairs, and Cresson climbed the ladder and paid the price. Fall off the rungs, and now it's 6 up, 6 down for the Stars versus Damon Oinkin. And it remains 2-0. We head to the home half of the third. The Lakers are up to bat next, and they got Nolan DeSando, Mike Danchuk, and Zach Jordan. Batters 8, 9, and 1 pending changes when we return after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Be right back.
The Knickerbocker in Hickston, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickston, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive.
You may already know that at Clothes Mentor, you can shop great designer brands without the full designer price, and that you can bring your gently used items into Clothes Mentor and sell them for cash on the spot. Here's something else you should know. Buying and selling at Clothes Mentor aids in water preservation, reduces chemical pollution, decreases landfill waste, boosts your local community. That's right, it's resale, and it's better than retail. Be green and kind to the environment by selling your clothing and buying sustainable fashion for yourself.
All right, it remains a 2-0 game here in favor of the Post 400 Stars, and Carson Bartle will deliver pitch 22, and the first batter he'll face is the third baseman, Nolan DeSando. Official yelling out that Bartle gets 2 more tosses before DeSando will be awarded a trip to the batter's box. And it looks like there'll be 1 more pitch. Or maybe that pitch was the first of 2. I don't know. One of the 2. Too many 2s in that little blurbage of words there in the last 22 seconds or so. First pitch is in for a strike to DeSando. It's 0-1. Don't know if this field has a name. That's why I kind of hesitate when I try and say where we're at, and then I always revert back to the Gopher Classic baseball tournament because I don't know the name of the field. Actually, I think I just found out. I think it's Big Willow Field. Big Willow is the words on the scoreboard. We'll go with it unless I'm told otherwise. That one cranked over towards Easton Merrick. He'll fire it into the glove of Byswinger, and he's out. Byswinger had to stretch, able to keep his foot on the bag, and that's one down here for for the Lakers. DeSando grounds out on a 6-3. Now bring up Mike Denchak. Mike Denchak, the left fielder. He'll face pitch 25 from Carson Barta. Here's the windup. Pitch 25 is in for strike one. And on 25 pitches, 17 of them have been strikes. I think I hit the wrong button there. It was indeed a strike and not a ball. One away in the 0-1 pitch, and that one hit well, and a hard stopping grounder to Kobe Hansen. And what I meant by that was the line drive. It hit the sand, and then it just came to an absolute halt and rolled slowly towards Kobe Hansen. Hansen able to fire it over to Byswinger for the second out. And it's a 4-3 ground out. So you go from a 5-3 ground out for out number one to a 4-3 ground out for out number two, and we'll see what Zach Jordan, the first baseman, can do. He singled into center field when Oliver Luck tried to make a diving catch, and that would result in the lone hit of the game here for the Lakers so far. That last pitch came in for strike, and this pitch here came in for strike two. So a quick 0-2 count here to Zach Jordan. And that'll be a ball. If Barta can strike out or ground out or make Jordan fly out, then it would be the first 1-2-3 inning of the game for the Stars against the Lakers. Well, a short half swing over to Byswinger. He'll pick it up, step on the bag, and that will do it for the third inning. It remains 2-0. It's been an interesting one so far. We'll see who can, if the Stars can hang on to a 2-0 lead, or if they'll add to that, or if the Lakers will eventually chip away. A whole bunch of questions to be asked, and we'll get some of those answers when we return from the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Life is busy, and we all get distracted from time to time. But at Starion, they work hard to keep what's important to me in focus. They are continually upgrading their technology, so I can spend more time playing and less time banking. And although I can do almost all of my banking away from the branch, visiting my banker in person puts a smile on my face and reminds me they're always there for me, ready to help.
I kind of wonder where to even begin about what I love about Touchmark. It's everything. It's the time with the residents. It's my team. I work with wonderful individuals every single day. I love the people, and my job is to connect with them, and that's a pretty great job to have, that you get to make genuine, real connections with our residents and our team members. It's just the overall community. That is Touchmark. That's what I love.
Your full life happens here at Touchmark.
All right, welcome back. 3 complete and a 2-0 game in favor of the Fargo Post 400 Stars over the Thunder Bay Lakers from Ontario, Canada. A 5-3 ground out, a 4-3 ground out, and a direct ground out to 3 is how the 1-2-3 inning went for the Lakers last time they were at the bat in the bottom half of the third. And now it'll be Damon Oinken tossing pitch 18 against Kobe Hansen. He'll also see Eli Mock and Oliver Luck this inning. It's batters 6, 7, and 8 for the Stars here in the top half of the fourth. That pitch will escape the strike zone and going for ball one. Kobe Hansen line drive out to the first baseman, Zach Jordan, as he tried to sneak one over his head into right field last time he was at the plate. And Jordan making a great catch. And that one's going to sneak by DeSando at third. DeSando was in a position to make it, and it just took a weird bounce off the sand and got away from him. And they have charged an error on that play to the third baseman, so. And they have erased the errors for the Stars. This one hit up the middle. It's picked up there by Jorgensen, and it's a double play. They got Hansen out from first to second. And Eli Mock strikes out as well now, or not strikes out, but is a part of that double play. And now Oliver Locke. Oliver Lott blasts this one out towards Jack Weiss. He fires it over. Got it. And it's 9 up, 9 down for the Stars since Oikman came in to pitch. This one's cruising along. We're into the halfway through, and we're 46 minutes into the ball game. We'll be back after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, to the home half of the fourth we go. It's Damon Oinkin stepping up to the plate here for the Lakers. He'll face pitch number 30 from Carson Barta. 21 of 29 pitches from Barta have found the strike zone. What's going to strike is anything that's not a ball. A base hit, a home run, a fouled away pitch, a swing and a miss. They all go in the books as strikes. Here's pitch 30 from Carson Barta, and it's in for a strike. And now 22 of 30 pitches have found the strike zone. Allen hit right up the middle. Easton Rarick will charge up, scoop it up, fire it over, out. That was a close one. I thought for a moment there Oinkin was going to run that one out, but he did not. Porter Jorgensen flied out to left field last time he was at the plate. He steps up to the plate now as we reach 49 minutes into the ball game with one away here in the home half of the fourth. A little over halfway through the ball game now. That pitch is up high for ball one to Jorgensen. Once again, he's 0 for 1 with a fly out to left. Liam Wilmore is on deck. That one's fouled away, third base side, and not a chance to make a play on that one. 1-1. And the pitch. That one goes up high. That one's fouled directly back. Heads up. Went a little bit further than I expected it to. There's a son and father playing catch, and that one almost hit the dad. 1 ball and 2 strikes as a result of that fouled away pitch. Low and out. They'll even up the count at 2-2. Barta seeing if Jorgensen would chase one low to the outside, and Jorgensen did not. He'll take the ball, even up the count at 2-2. Nobody on with 1 away. And the 2-2 pitch. That one's popped up, and it's going to land right to my left. My arm needed to be about 7 feet long to make the catch on that ball. It remains 2-2 as a result. Sent that one to the outside too, and now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Porter Jorgensen with Liam Wilmore on deck, 1 away. Carson Barta, pitch 38 coming up. He'll wind, deliver the payoff, and that one's fouled off down the first base side, and he'll get one more payoff pitch. They'll get a new ball into play here. Ball, 2 fouled away pitches, a ball, a strike, a fouled away pitch, a ball, and a fouled away pitch. This is pitch number 9 of the at-bat here for Jorgensen. Pitch 39 for Carson Barta. Payoff pitch number 2, and that one's fouled off again. He's had a pattern of doing 2 fouled away pitches, and then the next pitch was either a ball or a straight strike. So if that pattern continues, then he'll either walk or strike out here. And he'll probably foul it away and break that problem. I have no pattern. I have no wood to knock on here. So payoff number 3. And this one heading up towards Colby Hansen. He will not be able to scoop it up. And I believe that might be an error. We'll see how they charge it on the scoreboard here. They charged it as a hit, actually, so it'll go into the books as their second hit. Wait a second. No, they haven't charged anything yet. Oh, they put the hit to the wrong side. That's what it was. Okay, so, yeah. I don't know if I agree with that one, to be honest, but I didn't have a good look at second through the fence and the post, so probably would have charged that as an error if it was up to me. Still waiting to. I missed the pitch. I'm not. Oh, there we go. They put it up as a ball. So 1-0. And, oh, a diving attempt by Beiswinger. He gets back up and back over to the bag, and they got him. Wow. Beiswinger dives to his right, deflects the ball off his glove into the glove of Colby Hansen, able to get back on his feet over to first. Hansen fires it right back to Beiswinger for the out. What a play there. Jorgensen advances to second on the play. And that brings up Alex let's try it again. Alex Goche. You could put that into the books as a 3-4-3 ground out if you wanted to, I guess. Alex Goche. There we go. I just got the thumbs up from a guy who walked by. 0 for 1, grounded out on a 4-3 to second last time he was at the plate. That one hit hard, and Hansen going after it. Couldn't quite make the grab. It'll be picked up there by, and now the throw home, and Thunder Bay scores. And they are on the board. Jorgensen comes in from second. It'll be an RBI single for Alex Goche. And the lead has been cut in half. 2 away, Nolan Height, excuse me, stepping up to the plate now. And the pitch. That one ripped right towards Byswinger. He'll pick it up, step on the bag. That's all they need. They'll leave one stranded on base, and that will do it for the 4th inning of play. But the Lakers get a run across on a hit, and they've sliced the lead in half, a little bit over halfway through the ball game. Top of the 5th next here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back. Welcome back. 82 degrees, partly cloudy sky here at Big Willow Field. It's the Gopher Classic Baseball Tournament, and we have a interesting ball game here between the Post 400 Stars and the Lakers from Thunder Bay, Ontario. Damon Oinkin has retired 9 in a row for the Stars, and now he'll try and make the 10th one Jackson Byswinger. So he's retired the whole lineup. Back to back to back. Back to back to back. Back to back to back. And we'll see if he can continue that as he goes through his unofficial 2nd round through the lineup. His lineup begins on batter 9, let's put it that way. Where the official lineup begins on batter 1. 9, 1, and 2 this inning here. That one just didn't quite drop into the strike zone. Stayed elevated a little bit too high, and it's ball 1. Byswinger grounded out on a 5-3 to 3rd base last time he was at the plate. This one cranked but foul, and had that stayed fair, it'd be a 3-1 ball game. Byswinger, we'll see that pitch miss outside for ball 2. And that'll be a drop strike. Two balls and 2 strikes to count now here, and that one's popped up, fouled away, and I didn't see it. I'm not even sure where it went, but it went fouled away for sure. 25 pitches now for Damon Oinkin, 7 balls, 18 strikes. 1 hour into the ball game, we have a 2-1 game here for Post 400 in favor of Post 400. That one's popped up, and it's going into shallow right. Zach Jordan, and diving for it, and I believe he hung on to it, and it was Jack Weiss, the 2nd baseman, coming over, and I think Jordan may have lost it in the sun, and Weiss there for the insurance catch, and that's out number 1, excuse me. Zach Jordan, Jack Weiss playing some pretty good baseball there at the 1st and 2nd base positions. Of course, DeSando has done a pretty good job over at 3rd in this game as well. He was charged with a questionable error. This is Matt Bryant, by the way. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch is low for a ball. Two one. And that one fouled directly back. And that makes it 2-2. That one hit right line drive to Porter Jorgensen for out number 2. Nice catch there by the shortstop. Swing and a miss. Chayton Sen, the batter, 0 for 1, walking a strikeout swing. And that pitch is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike now here to Chayton Sen. Damon Lincoln is now retired 12 Stars batters in a row. And it's not going to be 13. Chayton Sen, oh, it dropped foul. It might still be 13. One hour and 2 minutes. And the pitch is high and out for a ball, and it's 2-2 as a result. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. I said 12. He actually retired 11. I was off by 1. That one's up high, and it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. He's retired 11 batters in a row here, and if he's not careful, that streak will come to an end. Full count, wind and the payoff pitch for Lincoln. And he walks him, and that ends the streak of retired batters at 11 as Chayton Sen will reach base. Easton Rarick, 1 for 2. Infield single and a fly out to the third baseman, DeSando. Runner goes. Now the throw out to second and safe. Just barely, but Chayton Sen's in there. Stolen base for Chayton Sen. Pitch comes across for a ball, I believe. No, it came across for a strike to Easton Rarick. And the pitch is going to bounce off the dirt. Chayton Sen will stay where he's at. 1 ball, 1 strike to Easton Rarick. If Rarick can reach base, Caden Graff is on deck. Rarick will face pitch number 40 from Damon Lincoln now. And a 2-1 ball game here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Here's the windup in the delivery, and that one's going to be sent foul. Third base side into the other baseball field. There's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 baseball fields here, and the home plates are pretty much all lined up. If you draw a line from one home plate to the other home plate, they would intersect at the middle. Lincoln looks at Sen on second, delivers the pitch. That one hit well to left field, and it goes foul. Strike ball and a fouled away pitch. That pitch drops in low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 hour and 7 minutes into the ball game, and now coach is going to come out and have some words with Oinkin. He'll hold the rest of the infield out. And that's going to do it for Oinkin. Oinkin's day comes to a finish. 42 pitches, 15 balls, 27 strikes. And that's going to bring in Andrew Bragnato. So Andrew Bragnato will be the new pitcher here for Thunder Bay in a 2-1 ball game. Easton Rarick, he comes in on a 3 balls, 2 strike count to Easton Rarick. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here with more baseball here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, we're in the top of the 5th, and a new pitcher on the mound here is Andrew Bragnato. He comes in a 2-1 ball game, and he'll face Easton Rarick, who has 3 balls and 2 strikes. I don't think I've seen a pitcher pulled in the middle of an at-bat before, or if I have seen it, I don't remember the last time I've seen it. Damon Oinkin will be responsible for Chayton Sen on second should he come around and score. Little bouncer towards short. Jorgensen picks it up over to first for the out. And that will strand Chayton Sen on second base. So we move now to the middle of the 5th. And it's a 2-1 ball game. 1 hour and 9 minutes in. The Lakers have a chance to tie and or take the lead when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Took 1 pitch for Bragnato to end it here for the Stars in the top of the 5th. We'll be back in just a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Right to the home half of the 5th, and it'll be the new pitcher Bragnato stepping into the number 7 spot in the lineup here for the Thunder Bay Lakers. So it'll be the first time that we see Bragnato at bat here on Magnitude Sports. A little bit of a breeze coming through Big Willow Field now. And it feels good after a nice soak from a warm sun. Let's put it that way. 1 hour and 11 minutes into the ball game. The first pitch of the bottom of the fifth to Bragnado is in for a strike from Carson Barta, and it's 0-1 to Bragnado, excuse me. 45 pitches for Barta. 33 of them have been strikes. Now 34 on 46 have been strikes as that one's fouled away, and it's 0-2. DeSando is on deck. Barta winds up for pitch 47. Or he'll eventually wind up. That one's sent to center field, and it's going to drop for a hit. Oliver Luck will scoop it up, spin around, toss it back into Easton Rarick, and that'll hold him for a single. Found the gap in between the 7 and 8 hole in left center field and was able to get on base as a result. And that'll bring up Nolan DeSando. Looks like we might have a courtesy runner here for Bragnado. And we will. Coming in to run for Bragnado is Devin Richards. So runner in first here on a leadoff single for the Lakers, trailing by a run here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. It's been a good ball game so far. Post 400 getting their first 2 runs in the top of the first. And then coming into the top of the second, the Lakers would change pitchers. And right before Bragnado came onto the mound, the previous pitcher had retired 11 of 12 batters. And that one he did not retire ended up getting stranded on base thanks to Bragnado. A little bunt down the third base line. Picking it up is Barta, throwing it up to first for the out, and that's where they'll hold it. Richards will take second on the play, and there's one away. 1-3 on the sacrifice bunt throw out to move Richards up to second base. And now Mike Denchak 0 for 1, grounded out to Kobe Hansen at second on a 4-3 last time he was at the plate. Don't forget, coming up after this game here at approximately 7 o'clock is the Post 400 Stars and the Hopkins Flyers, as Denchak will call time. And there's a strike. 0-1. Pitch number 50 for Carson Barta coming up right here. 12 balls and 37 strikes on 49 pitches as he glances back at Richards on second, delivers the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. One away, runner on second, no balls, 2 strikes on 50 pitches, 38 strikes, 12 balls for Carson Barta. 1 hour and 15 minutes into the ball game. And that one goes into the dirt. A nice stop there by Crescent to keep Richards on second. Ball 1. The tying run is in scoring position, and all the Lakers need is a base hit. They have 3 hits so far in the game. It's been a low hit game, only 5 hits between the two teams combined. And that one's hit well, left field, and it's a line drive out to Caden Graff for out number 2. Richards will stay at second. Zach Jordan is the new batter. He's 1 for 2. As we move to the top of the order for the 3rd time here in the game for the Thunder Bay Lakers. Zach Jordan, 1 for 2, a single to center field and a direct ground out to first on his 2 trips to the plate so far today. His teammate, Devin Richards, is the runner on second for the Lakers. Barta looks back at Richards on second, and now he'll step off. I'll force Richards to touch up on the bag. Jordan will take a quick step out and a quick step back in. Zach Jordan, the first baseman for the Lakers. And the pitch is high, and it stayed just still high enough to be ball one. 1 ball, no strike. And the throw is second. Remains 1 ball, no strike here to Zach Jordan, the first baseman. On deck is Damon Lincoln. If we can get that far into the lineup, Porter Jorgensen would follow. But there are 2 away, so we'll have to do some work to make that happen. That one's fouled back into the netting for strike 1. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. And I think he got a piece of that. Going to go into the books as a fouled away pitch, and it's strike 2. 1 hour and 17 minutes time of the ball game so far. Barta sets, looks at second, gives a second glance at second, delivers the 1-2, and missed it for a ball. And that was very close to being strike 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, 2-1 ball game. And the 2-2. Swung on, and that one's going into right field, and the catch is made by Chayton Sen. And that leaves 1 stranded on base, and that ends the 5th inning of play. It remains 2-1 as we head into the 6th, 7-inning ball game, and maybe more if the Lakers can get 1 more. We'll see what all happens. The Stars are up to bat next when we return after the break here on Magnitude. Be right back.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Buffalo Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy 1, get 1 half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy 1, get 1 free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Welcome back. 5 complete. We move to the top of the 6th and due up for the Stars. Pending changes, Caden Graff, Hayden Crescent, Kobe Hansen. It's the middle of the order. Batters 4, 5, and 6 for Fargo Post 400. And Bragnado has 1 pitch, 1 strike as he came in and only needed 1 pitch to get the 3rd out on Easton Rarick, who was the batter at the time. And now he'll try his luck against Caden Graff. Here's the pitch from Bragnado, and Graff fouls it away. 3rd base side on the ground for strike 1. Bragnado will get the signal here from Height. Set, wind, and deliver. And the 0-1 is smacked into left center field and more center field. And the catch is made there by Goche. Gochea, there we go. And that's out number 1. Hayden Crescent reached base on an error to the left fielder, and that one's fouled away down the first base sign for a strike, and then he struck out swinging his most recent time at the plate. Bragnato with pitch number 5. Coming up here as soon as Crescent's able to tie his shoe. Now he's ready to go. Crescent has a home run this year. Smacked one about 370 feet over the right field wall down in Watertown, South Dakota against Watertown, post 17. He's one of 4 for sure, possibly 5. And I need to brush up on my one of 5. One of 5. Chayton Sen was the 5th player to get a home run this year, and his first home run of his career was a grand slam, and that happened in the most recent game against Moorhead. That one's out to center field, and that one's down for a hit. Base hit, runner on base, brings up Colby Hansen. Nick Hasbargen will come in and run for Crescent. Nick Hasbargen with a fairly nice lead off on first. Here's the pitch. High for a ball. Colby Hansen may be a little bit less aggressive here. He struck out last time he was at the plate. No, I take that back. That was a different player actually who struck out on that high pitch. It was Hayden Crescent who struck out, not Colby Hansen. Hasbargen safe at first on the pickoff attempt. He's back in time. Runner goes, fires up to second, throws a little bit off to the left side of the bag, and it's a head first slide and a steal for Nick Hasbargen. Pitch comes across for a ball to Colby Hansen. That's 1-0. And that's low and in, 2 balls, no strikes. Colby Hansen 0 for 2. Line drive out to the first baseman, Zach Jordan. Reached base on an error charge to the third baseman, which was a questionable error in my humble opinion. 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one's in for strike 1. Nice pitch there by Bragnato. He'll walk him, apparently. It must have been off by a pitch. So 2 runners on now for Eli Mock. Nick Hasbargen on second, Colby Hansen on first. Eli Mock the batter, and that moves Oliver Locke into the on-deck circle with 1 away. 1 away and 2 on in the pitch, and that's high for a ball, 1-0. And he'll have to lean back and take ball 2 on that pitch. Bragnato started the game with 6 strikes on 6 pitches, and now the last 7 pitches he's tossed have not been strikes. I take that back. 1 of the last 7 he's tossed has been a strike. And it's 2-1. as he throws another strike right there. So now 2 of the last 8 or 2 of the last 7, wherever I was at, I'm going to give up on that. He delivers another strike, and it's 2-2, so back-to-back strikes right after I talk about the number of balls, consecutive balls he's thrown. Maybe a little bit of announcer's jinx there in favor of Bragnato. That one's hit towards center field, right center. Drifting back was Jack Weiss and diving for it. And did he make the catch? I don't know. Yes, he did. Safe at second is Hasbargen as the second out is recorded on a nice diving catch there by Alex Goch. I don't know why I had, in the first 3 innings, I pronounced it perfectly. Gochea. So runners stay where they're at, and now a strike is delivered here to Oliver Luck. That one's hit well right field. That's going to go back over to Dubinsky's head, and he makes the grab at the warning track. And that's going to strand 2 on base for the Stars, and that will do it for the top half of the 6th. Nice play by Dubinsky out in right field as Oliver Luck will fly out. And for the Lakers, they'll exchange their gloves for the bats and bring Damon Oinkin, Porter Jorgensen, and I don't think Liam Wilmore, batters 2, 3, and 4, pending changes. We'll put it that way when we return after the break here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
All right, welcome back. 2-1 ball game here. Total of 6 hits in the game, 3 for each team, and 3 errors. But those errors have not tremendously hurt Thunder Bay here in this game. So they are within striking distance and have been since the game started for the most part. 2 runs in the first and 1 run in the bottom of the 4th for the Thunder equals our 2-1 score here at the moment. And this is Damon Oinkin, 0 for 2, struck out swinging, grounded out to Easton Rarick at the shortstop position for a 6-3. And pitch number 58 is fouled out of the batter's box for a strike. Scoreboard says nothing in 2. Must have missed a pitch. Now it's 1 and 2, I believe. See if the official gives us any confirmation. He does not. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the best of my knowledge. And that one's hit well to center field. Oliver Luck is going over there, and he makes a grab. So fly out to Oliver Luck in center/left center for Oinkin, brings up Porter Jorgensen. That one smoked up out of play, left field, and good for a strike. Jorgensen 1 for 2, fly out to left field, and a single into. All right, sorry for the interruption. I'm not exactly sure if we lost power temporarily or what, but while we were gone, the Lakers tied it up on a base hit to left center field that rolled all the way to the fence. And now at the plate is the catcher, Nolan Height. I believe it was Liam Wilmore who came in to score on the play. And now Alex Gochoe, who got that on a couple of pitches here. This is Andrew Bragnato. Nolan Height, the runner on second. Now we're all caught up. This is pitch 70. Oh, wait, no. 2 balls, no strikes. So that means it's pitch number 72 coming up for Carson Barta. Three balls and no strikes. I was close at second. They almost got Height. But it remains a 3 balls, no strike count here to Andrew Bragnato. And the pitch. Got in there for a strike, 3-1. Base hit could allow Thunder Bay to double up here on the Stars. They got Nolan Height standing on second, and they just need a base hit to get him in. 2 away, 3 balls and a strike. And that is ball 4. Runners on first and second now for Nolan DeSando, the third baseman. 1 hour and 39 minutes into the ball game, and here comes Coach Fichtner. And for Bragnato, coming into a courtesy run is Devin Richards. And we'll see if that's it for Barta or not. He's at 74 pitches, and no, it looks like Coach, I think he did take the ball. Maybe he didn't. Crescent kind of got in the way of my view, and he kind of put his hand out, and I thought maybe he snagged the ball, but no, it's just going to be a conversation, and Barta will stay in. Toss pitch 75. We're 1 hour and 40 minutes into the ball game now. Three balls and a strike. Or no, I take that back. I need to reset the count. No balls and no strikes. Nolan DeSando 0 for 1, ground out, and advanced Devin Richards to second on a sacrifice bunt last time he was at the plate. Swing and a miss for strike 1 here. You have a 88.7% chance of tossing a strike after a visit to the mound. That is an official mound visit stat for the Post 400 Stars. And they showed it there. This one's served up. Easton Ware going back. Oliver Luck coming in, and the catch is made by Oliver Luck. That was too close for comfort there. It almost looked like those two were going to collide, but they strand two on base, and the sixth inning comes to a conclusion with the Lakers up by 1. And I see our power outage screwed up that portion of our broadcast too. So let's get that fixed. And we'll just keep it here unless I can get it fixed quickly. And then all right, 6 complete. We go to the 7th. We'll be back in 15 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Network. Be right back.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
All right, 6 complete. Once again, we apologize for the partial disruption in the broadcast. We had some sort of power glitch that shut the computer down. And as a result of the computer shutting down, it shut down the stream. I'm not sure if I got the stream up quick enough to keep it on the same stream or if it's on a second video. But for those watching right now, if you're getting messages from friends saying, hey, I can't find it, let them know that it is back up, and just go to youtube.com/Magnitude Sports and look for the live video. 6:19, so it's the only live video at the moment. At 7 o'clock tonight, we'll have 2 live games for you. We'll have Post 400, Fargo Post 400 Stars and the Hopkins Flyers. And West Fargo Patriots are taking on Ashland, Nebraska in their pool play. That being played at, I believe, North something University in St. Paul, Minnesota. Eric Tianson will have the call on that one. West Fargo's game at 4:30 was canceled due to the fact that the team that they were supposed to play decided to back out of the tournament. So everybody in pool brackets over in the West Fargo pool has lost 1 game. Here it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson Beiswingers, 0 for 2 with a ground down and a fly out. And now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bragnado on 20 pitches, 12 strikes, 8 balls. We're an hour and 43 minutes into the ball game, and the Stars need at least 1 to force the bottom half of the inning. Fouled away, it'll remain 1-2. Beiswinger, Matt Bryant, Chayton Sen. All 3 of those guys have a pop in their swing. And that one's fouled back, and it'll remain 1-2 once again. If you could get one of those to go the other direction, you might have a tie ball game here. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th, and a 3-2 ball game in favor of Thunder Bay here on the Sean Carlson Town and Country Credit Union scoreboard. Looks like they were out of baseballs, and one of the Hopkins Flyers tossed one back into the catcher, Nolan Height. Here's the windup in the pitch. 1-2, fouled away again by Beiswinger, and he fights and fights and fights and battles and battles and battles. And he stays alive. This is pitch number 7 of the at-bat here between Bragnado and Beiswinger. And that one's fouled away as well. He's making connections. He's fouled off 4 in a row. Ball, pair of strikes, and 4 fouled away pitches. And that one is nice grab by Jorgensen at short. And it's a line drive out for Beiswinger, and that's one down. 7 times out of 10, that's a base hit into center field. Not this time around. Jorgensen says, let's put an out on the board. Now Matt Bryant, he's 0 for 3. And this time he bangs one up the middle into center field for a base hit. Couple of ground outs and a line drive out. And now he line drives one into center field for a single. And the tying run is on with one away, and Chayton Sen, the batter now. 0 for 1, walk, strikeout, and a walk. Once again, the Stars need 1 to force the bottom of the 7th. Of course, they'd love to get 2 or 3 and get the lead back, too. But the only way we're going to see the bottom half of the 7th is if the Stars can score at minimum 1 run. Pitch is low for a ball, and it's 1-0. Easton Rarick is on deck. If no double plays happen, we'll see him next. That one's fouled away. 1-1. One pitch, fouled away, 1-2. Time is called as coach for the Lakers will come out and the team will huddle up on the mound and talk things over here. They're up by a run. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Chayton Sen, Matt Bryant, the runner on first. And there's 1 away. It looks like that'll do it for Bragnato. 29 pitches, 20 strikes, 9 balls for Bragnato, and we'll have a new pitcher here for the Lakers. We'll tell you who that is when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Network.
Wild Wings win-win value lineup gives you and your friends more for less. With buy one, get one half off traditional wings every Tuesday. Buy one, get one free boneless wings every Thursday. And $3 tolls every day. Only at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Runnings is celebrating 75 years in business with an incredible 2022 Ford truck giveaway. Just imagine you hitting the road in a brand new fully loaded Runnings Red Super Crew 4x4 truck. Don't imagine it. Make it happen by entering to win now through August 10th. To register, grab a prize card from your local Runnings store or visit runnings.com/2022 Ford Truck Giveaway. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or older to enter. Enter to win today. And thank you for shopping at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
All right, they're going to bring in the shortstop, Peter Jorgensen, to try and finish this one off here for the Lakers. And that means the new shortstop will be number 19, and that is, let me look at my roster here, Damian Oinkin. So Damian Oinkin will move to the shortstop position. And now Porter Jorgensen will come in on Chayton Sen, who has 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, and the runner on first is Matt Bryant. Jorgensen will get the call from Height and deliver. And that one's fouled off the left shin pad of Nolan Height. And they'll remain 1-2. Stars coach calling out the play. That's Coach Bryant. pitch misses to the outside, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A ball, pair of fouled away pitches, and another ball, and we're at 2-2 here with Chayton Sen. 1 runner on, 1 out, and on deck is Easton Rarick. Pitch is low, ball 3. And that one's low, and Chayton Sen will walk, and there's 2 runners on. First and second, the tying run is in scoring position. Easton Rarick 1 for 3, a single since then, a fly out to the third baseman, and a ground out to the shortstop. 2 on and 1 out. And the tying run in scoring position, all the Stars need now is a base hit. Easton Rarick looking for that base hit. Jorgensen looks back at Bryant on second, delivers the pitch low for ball 1. We're at 1 hour and 52 minutes time of the game so far. Once again, the Stars need a run to force the bottom of the 7th. And that one is low and inside for ball 2. Jorgensen has not tossed a strike yet. 5 pitches, 5 balls. And the pitch. That one's fouled up, and that'll be his first strike. So that one gets stranded in the netting. Right there. The pitch, in for a strike. 2-2. Looking for that second out here, Jorgensen is, with 2 runners on. Caden Graff is on deck. And that one's hit well. Easton Rarick left field, and it will drop as both. Oh, and there's going to be a force out at third because it was dropped. And Matt Bryant didn't go to third as a result. Or Nick Hasbargen didn't go to third as a result. So Caden Graff now. So to recap here, Chayton Sen on second, Easton Rarick on second, Matt Bryant forced out on third on a hit that he thought was going to be caught, and then they didn't make the catch, and he had about 89 feet to get the third, and he did not have a chance. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caden Graff, who's 0 for 3, reached on an error and a pair of flyouts. Pitch is low for a ball, 2-1, and this is getting down to do or die time here for the Stars. 1 more out for the Lakers, and they'll win this game. The pitch is high for ball 3. 3-1 now to Caden Graff, and 1 more pitch like that will load the bases for Hayden Crescent, who's on deck. We'll see if he swings or takes the pitch. We'll see where the pitch goes. Jorgensen looking back at second, now a deliver. High for ball 4, and the bases are loaded for the Post 400 Stars. Hayden Cresson, 1 for 2, reached on an error, then he struck out swinging, then he knocked a single into left center field. And if he knocks a single into left center field this time, that could give the Stars the lead. A base hit could make it 4-3 potentially. And this is a big at-bat for Hayden Cresson. Colby Hansen's the batter on deck. If Cresson can reach base, 1 hour, 57 minutes, time of the ball game. Pitch is in for a ball, 1-0. That was close. 1 ball, no strike. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Jorgensen, 1-1. Next game scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. It's 6:33 right now. We should be maybe close to that. Maybe a little bit past 7 if this thing goes to the bottom of the 7th. There's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the count is in favor of Jorgensen. But it only takes 1 pitch and 1 hit. Give the Stars the lead right back. And that one's going to left field and going back, and he will make the catch, and that'll do it. It's actually a final score and not a middle of the 7th. 3-2 the final score here as the Post 400 Stars get all 2 of their runs in the top of the first, and that was all they could be able to do. And as a result, the Lakers will hang on, and they will not have to play the bottom half of the inning. And the Lakers come from behind and win over the Stars by the final score of 3-2. The Stars leave 3 additional runners stranded on base for a total of 9. And there's your final line score. Actually, you know what? We need to add another hit to the Lakers. So let's do that really quick. There's your official line score. 3-5-3-5 for the Lakers, 2-4-0-9 for the Stars. You could say the Lakers won. No, we won't go that direction. That would be funny, though, if it was. Next game, the Post 400 Stars and the Hopkins Flyers. We'll get things reset for that one. Time of this game, 1 hour and 58 minutes is the official time of the game as Hayden Cresson flies out to left field. And it wasn't quite deep enough for that grand slam, and as a result, the Lakers will hang on and survive and win 3-2. That'll be your final score. We'll get things set for the next game here and be right back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.